Hi, so in this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to make the popcorn stitch. The popcorn stitch is really similar to NUPS, and on my channel you can find that straight to the point video on how to create NUPS, but this swatch actually consists of NUPS and popcorn stitches. I do prefer popcorn stitches over NUPS. It just depends on the yarn you're using, so definitely always swatch, and follow your pattern. Okay, so here I'm just going to knit a few stitches in and then I'm going to create my popcorn stitch. So let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you create your popcorn stitch very similar to the way that you create NUPS. And this is actually a better way if you're using thicker yarn. I've noticed that when you're using thinner yarn with a bigger gauge, then you're actually going to be able to see like the sides a lot more and it'll look like a split. So the popcorn stitch, you'll just knit front, back, front, back, front again. So you're going to create 5 stitches from 1. And let's go and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, oop, all the lotion on my hand is making these slide off. Okay. So I've created 5 from 1, and you can see that this looks a little bit stretched out, but it's okay, it'll even itself out. So I have the 5 from 1, and then all you're gonna do on this is decrease down until you have just the 1 again by pulling them over and off. So you're always going to have that first stitch. The second stitch, you're going to pull it over and off, just as if we're binding off. So there's 1. There's 2. And you can see the loops as you're pulling them over. 3, and then 4. And there's your popcorn stitch. So I'll go ahead and knit a few more and then show you how to do that one more time. Okay, there's our popcorn stitch. So we're going to knit front, back, front, back, and then front one more time before we pull off that needle. I'm sorry, that stitch. Now you can let it go. And we're just working with these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. You can see that it's kind of stretched where we have it. So we're gonna, it works a little bit easier if you move them to the tip, but just make sure that you're holding them on. Okay, so we're gonna pull that second stitch over and off the first, over and off, 1, 2, over and off, there's 3, and then one more time. Let me just show you what it looks like if you don't have them all off. It kind of looks like your bobble is just hanging there, versus when you finish it, it's right aligned with where it needs to be. Okay, and then you just continue knitting. If you're knitting in the round, I've noticed that sometimes these kind of get in the way. So when you get there, I just hold it down and then knit the stitch. It really is just that easy to get them where you need to be. And if you prefer, you can always knit these stitches around your popcorn bobble just to make sure that it doesn't pop back through like this or anything. Okay, of course it's not doing it because we're on camera. But that is how you create the popcorn stitch.